Darn it, is this still loading? Oh, okay, there we go. Hush, mamas. Oh, all right, it says 19 seconds. I'll eat the rest of my Doritos. Hey, Dumbbell. Okay, I think the live stream's working. I'm glad. Darren was here earlier with me. I was just watching some videos on geography and whatnot. I came in a little bit late because I had a lot of thinking to do in my head. So, anyway, because I was actually planning on doing like the South Park one, but I'm really glad that you voted of House like living in my state, because after watching this guy, who I thought was really attractive, name From Here to There, that basically shared of how it's like if the Doritos aren't good. Visiting other cities. I wanted to do one of my own. Yes. Why? And why are you here? Why are you here? Why? Are you that? Wait, you're the same Yam person, right? If I recall. Anyhow. Now I don't know who that is. Some weirdo, actually. But anywho, I'm just going to just ignore and just move on. Sorry about. Also, my mother has to buy me more groceries. So, about my state, right? It just sucks I don't have anything to give, like, as an example to talk about it. I don't have any, like, you know what? Let me turn the fan on. Hold on. Should have been here earlier. You know what? I could just dim this down a little bit. Sorry. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, basically, I'm just gonna just mute this person because I don't need to stress myself out. Plus, they haven't responded back anyway. So basically, about my state, Dumbbell, Oh boy, it's hard to do this though because I had to warm myself up just to I'm just gonna hide this user. I don't need all the stress in my heart right now. Um hmm. I have to be in the moment. Talk about it. Man, this is hard. Hmm. Oh, thank you for the Firebird. That means a lot. I hear kids playing outside. Well, at least you're getting exercise because it's so nice to warm out. I don't know what to talk about though. Darn it. Like, I had to be in the moment to talk about it. Oh, dear. And Solis was here with me like earlier this morning. It's so weird. He was here, and then it was only Darren and not only you. What a coincidence throughout the day. So I did look up some Arizona news before the stream started since we were going to right. Um like nothing too crazy happens out here compared to other states, which I think is a relief. Unless you basically talk about car accidents and such. But oh yeah, I need to cut my hair as well. So basically to explain like a few things about my state. I mean, I need to watch a video to warm myself up though, but I don't feel like viewing it right now. You know, I should just do it on my Nintendo Switch. I don't feel like doing that either. Darn it. Like I have to be in the moment though, which I wasn't sadly, because with my bipolar, my mood changes so constantly. But I guess you know what? I could watch One Piece later. It's just repeats. Because I was watching it with Darren about visiting the hottest town on, not on, I think it's on Earth, but more like in the whole country. I heard that Arizona is the most, what? No way. How did you know that? No way. Dumbo, are you serious? What? There's really a news search about that? No, I don't believe that. Are you serious? That is really interesting. It says here, wait, the prevalence of autism varies by state. I don't know what the hell that means. I guess it means New Jersey is the most autistic state. We're not that autistic though. We're 1 in 51. Colorado's 1 in 59 and Pennsylvania's 1 in 60. So, pardon me, unless this is go by like top 10 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, damn, look at that. Yeah. So, wait, we're in the top 10? How is that possible? What? But New Jersey's 34. So why did it say Massachusetts is number 1? I'm surprised you knew about that. Oh, but Dumbbell, it says here that Massachusetts is. It says Massachusetts is the most autism friendly. Well, this is weird. I'm surprised you found a source for that. I never thought about this because I know every source is different. Huh. Well, this is really interesting. That's interesting. Well, it says here California, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, Colorado, Florida. Most of them like that state. I'm surprised you found that because our state is not on here. Well, that's weird. That's weird. So it's Mesa? Didn't knew that. Really? That is really, really interesting. Hopefully the live stream is still working. I'll probably go turn the light on. As well as California is another state that's autism friendly, right? Huh. Well, that's interesting. I'm surprised you found a source for that. That is really, really interesting. Huh. Really interesting. Well, then again, though, I did have a ton of support growing up because of being a special ed for the 8th grade. My teachers were, or teacher was really supportive. And then during high school, I had extra help as well to help me graduate. She was really sweet. Heck, I was like her teacher's pet. So I could kind of see that. That's really interesting. I didn't knew that. I need to cut my hair for sure. Yeah, they said like Massachusetts was number one, or at least it says is the most autism friendly. So, huh? It could have to do with the source that you're reading on, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. Postal workers stabbed to death over spot in Delhi. Oh my gosh. Really, New York? Oh my gosh. Oh boy, Eugene uploaded again. Figures. Weird. Anyway, I'm just gonna watch chaos and I don't want to watch anything chaotic at the moment. I'm not in the mental mood for it. So apparently there was a tragic plane. Oh god, are you serious? Oh, are you serious? Oh no. Again. Why does this keep happening? I don't understand it. Oh my goodness. In Fullerton, how many people? Still bad though. 2 people died. Oh, that's tragic. Oh, Dumbo, thank you so much for telling me about all this. I'm shocked. I really am. My goodness. Oh my goodness. It's awful enough this happened in South Korea, though. Yes, third dream in a week in Kazakhstan, in South Korea, and then next you know, California. My gosh, yeah, this year is I was predicted. I mean, you know what? At least all of this is happening, you know, shit in the first place, like immediately, and then hope to put his belly that things would shift later on. So we're just going to all this trauma first. I did say it would be meh. So I figure much. That's tragic though. Oh dear.
For now, let's check in with Fox 11 reporter in Los Angeles, Christy Fajardo. She's on the scene. Christy, what are you learning about the situation?
Well, sadly, Fullerton Police has just revised the death toll. As you said, now saying 2 people died in that plane crash. Earlier, they had said it was 1. 18 people were also injured. And I want to show you the fire department response. We're about 20 miles from.
Well, Darren be shocked to hear about this.
Orange County in Fullerton. And
Orange County, huh?
Personnel from all over the region. There was real concern that this could grow. It happened at about 2:30 this afternoon. A lot of these buildings you see here were full of people. This is an industrial area. These are warehouses. And there were people inside the warehouse where that plane crashed into. In fact, people described seeing fire coming out of the roof.
Oh, dear.
Having to evacuate. Others said that they heard what sounded like an explosion, which was the impact of that plane hitting the building.
And when I looked up, where is one of those? But yeah, politics. Yeah, that's we're known for that. It's normal.
At this point, Fullerton Police say 10 were taken to the hospital. They said that their injuries varied from burns, also cuts and bruises caused by falling items, and they say another 8 were treated and released here.
Well, at least it isn't too extreme. Still bad though for the 2 people that died.
Returning there, that according to fire and police personnel, they're waiting now on the National Transportation Safety Board, their investigators, to come here and take over the investigation.
Oh boy! At least we're just getting this out of the way. Honestly. Just know what brand of airplane you're on, and when you buy tickets, yeah. Ugh. Man, it's like it's Y225. I just had to say that. Honestly. It's kind of weird. Like they like how they make fun of the Y2K. Boy. Man, I guess the Family Guy predicted that. It's kind of creepy to think about it. You know, as much as I really enjoy Family Guy so much. Oh my Buddha. I just do not know what to say. I don't. You know? Golly. Oh. Yeah, thank you so much for telling me all of this, Dumbbell. I thank you a lot for that. My goodness. Yep, the Firebird emoji. Oh dear. Man, I think I've seen enough of these news for like 1 week. I kid you not. Ugh. Yo, what's going on in my state right now? I'm curious now. Yeah, I heard about the new laws, and then don't know who the heck that is. Oh, that's football, right? I know that you're into that. Oh, damn, I need to cut my hair. I could do some weather stuff. So I'm looking up right now, right? So who is this man? There's another one that's really popular name. There's a lot of weather channels. Why number one to live in Japan? I bet a lot of people do. It's probably clickbait. He has almost 200,000 subscribers. Man, people love the weather videos, do they? You know, so the view count is pretty low than others. Well, I think his view count is doing pretty good recently. So his name is Weatherman Plus. He talks about the weather. Interesting. I'm surprised they're not on the weather channel. I used to watch all the time growing up. He's making a lot of views lately. So this is the biggest snowstorm in a decade, huh? I gotta look this up. I'm just curious. Oh, he's been doing this for 3 years. Interesting. I want to hear it.
And it is getting significant.
We're still warm, Dumbbell. We're supposed to be like still like in the 70s and whatnot throughout this week. I think we may be cooling down because normally we do after the first day of winter basically comes in, because normally, well, usually like when we start a new season, depending on what it is, the temperatures immediately change, because I'm guessing since we do face to the sun. Well, we are supposed to be one of the sunniest places on earth, so to speak. Usually we have more like an impact on weather, but it normally depends, right? So even though it's still warm out, I won't be surprised it will cool down probably like in a couple of weeks. I'm just guessing though, because normally we would get like freezing temps, right? And we would normally get snow on the Flagstaff region, and it's 35 degrees. Oh gosh.
Matter of fact, right here over from Kansas going all the way towards Indiana, this is going to be the biggest snowstorm that they had in over a decade. Not to mention all.
So wait, Kansas City's getting some snow?
Now there is a portion right now of Missouri that has an ice storm warning already. This is going to grow even more, but they do have it for chances for 1 to 3 inches of snow.
You serious?
Accumulations of a 1/4 inch up to 1/2 inch. This is where you start to get the power outages. This is going to move, as well as these winter storm warnings. Big impacts coming with this system.
What is this called? The biggest storm for over a decade.
This is also bringing blizzard conditions and whiteout conditions.
What? In the Midwest?
With these winds, it's going to be steady winds for multiple hours. Plus what's coming with the snow and the ice. Also, latest update. Areas between central Kansas and Indiana, especially along and north of Interstate 70, are likely to experience heavy snowfall, with a high chance of 60 to 90% of at least 8 inches of snow, and it may be the heaviest snowfall in at least a decade. Plus, a combination of wind gusts greater than 35 miles per hour and heavy snow rates may lead to blizzard conditions in the Central Plains by Sunday morning. Whiteout conditions will make driving dangerous to impossible and raise the risk of becoming stranded. Remember, stay out of this storm, everyone. And the fall accumulations is huge, and it's going all.
So this is today at 3:47. I'm thinking that I forgot. Oh, Central Standard Time, right?
It was in Mid-Atlantic. It did not lighten up one bit for y'all over there. Bring in heavy rains. Now we're talking anywhere from 10 inches from southern Nebraska going through northern.
How does he know all this?
All the
You
way
should
through
work in the
Kansas,
weather channel.
11 inches to a foot potentially for you. As this goes through Missouri, as it goes across Columbia towards St. Louis, still got 8 to 9 inches. Springfield, it starts lightening up a little bit more as you go north all the way to Peoria.
Someone voted this now. Peoria, Illinois.
Pretty quickly. Some people that think that they're getting 9, 10 inches. It goes down.
Well, I mean, it is January, so I figured that it took long enough just for the snow to come in. It makes perfect sense. Surprised we don't get still in up north yet.
A lot of problems even make it very dangerous, everyone, especially if they go out there and see for themselves. Showing as you go by for tomorrow, this is where it comes in for tomorrow evening. Start going across Kansas.
See, much like the weather, it does get really unpredictable, because at one day it could be like 52 degrees, right? And then next thing you know, 4 hours later, it will around me be 46 degrees. Especially out here, because our weather is a little bipolar. We can rain when there is sun out because it's partly sunny, right? Not partly cloudy. Because it like normally people call it partly cloudy, but during the daytime it's partly sunny. And normally, I think it depends on how heavy the rain is, right? You can still see rain even when the sun is out because you're underneath a heavy cloud. Because normally in our apartment that we actually lived in, we basically, had incidents like that. While he uploaded 3 videos today. And, normally, how am I going to explain this? So I'm trying to act like a weatherman myself. Normally, we don't how do I explain this? I can look this up though, because the reason why in my state we don't rain during the summertime, unless it's monsoon, because it doesn't normally rain 100 degrees, because I think that's the temp when water evaporates. And unless we have like a cold front, right, which is when we get like strong winds, and we normally like you would see the clouds that would turn really dark, so to speak. That's when you know that those places the sign of monsoon. However, though, last year we didn't get much for that, right? So I used to watch a lot of the Weather Channel when I was younger. Though I always want to do videos like this because I know people are really interested in this. Because when I try to do stuff like this, people don't like to hear it. Because like for me personally, I get really nervous talk about topics like this because I know people don't like to hear me talk, and especially with the lack of equipment, I cannot do much. Otherwise, it'd be much more easier for me to basically do these topics, though. But it's nice to know that there are people out there that really care to learn about the weather. I'm surprised they get views for this because I've always been interested in the weather, and he's doing a good job on this. I know what you mean, because one day it'll be like 60 degrees, and then, yeah, double, exactly. Yeah, they always get snow during the winter, absolutely. And I just looked up Phoenix weather is 69 degrees, huh? Nice temp. But by 9 p.m. it will be 60 degrees, and then around midnight it will be like around 54. Yeah. Now the thing is, what's interesting though, what people don't understand is that even though I don't know what's going on in the Midwest and in the South because we're not affected by weather like this, what's really make people a little curious, right? Is that when we are normally a dry state, we don't really get humidity. So let's just say if it's like 42% humidity, right? Because when I did that live stream when you were with me along with Matthew and Stolas was with us, right? I think you were to bed though. So someone else, I think it was Browser that was on there with us. I was able to see my breath, which is supposed to be condensation, I think, right? And it was only 54 degrees. Normally, during the winter for us, though, I gotta learn more about this stuff. I'm sorry, because I try to want to sound like these people, but I can't, right? And hey, Darren, the thing is, what I noticed, I'm not sure I'm not sure if this happens in the Midwest and the South, but normally, I think from my experience, you cannot really see like what is it called when you see your breath? I forgot the name of it. Like condensation, right? It cannot be below or above 50 degrees. But if there's humidity in the air, because there's moisture, right? You can. So even though the sky was really clear, which was really weird, I think it was clear. There was barely any clouds, right? I wasn't paying attention during that night. When it is humid enough, you can actually see your breath. And I thought I could actually just share that because I thought that's really interesting. So it's kind of cool that people make videos about the weather. I could have done something like this. I mean, I don't know that much about the weather, but like enough. Honestly, man, that takes a lot of dedication though, because I don't want to talk about just the weather. I like my diversity. And what the hell is this? Donald Trump bid to dismiss conviction? What the hell is this one about?
All right, breaking right now. The judge rejecting President-elect Trump's bid to throw out his criminal conviction in New York because of his election win and ordering to show up for a sentencing a week from today, either in person or virtually. That's all according to Reuters. Prosecutors had suggested putting the case on hold until Trump leaves office, but now he's facing sentencing before Inauguration Day. Constitutional attorney and Fox News contributor Jonathan Turley is going to be standing by on the phone for us in just a moment. But we have Clay Travis, I believe, with us still here.
Why does he look like what is it called? Why does he look like a troll from the movie Trolls? I just noticed that.
And this is just an incredible hour to go from a win for the president-elect with the speakership and now sentencing before inauguration.
Yeah, Darren, I think it's supposed to be about like some crimes, the felonies or whatever, that's not going to happen of basically what Donald Trump has done. And what on earth is going on in Down Under? I'm going to look that up in Australia. It's, I'm especially on like politics. I kind of want to hear it.
Yeah, this is crazy. I will say the fact is you just hit it. I've got the order in front of me right now to allow him to appear virtually. Suggests to me that there is not going to be a substantial punishment coming from Judge Merchan. Now, I could be wrong, but if you're virtually sentencing someone, You're not taking them into custody or trying to do something in a significant way there. So that's my biggest takeaway reading the order.
All right, Clay Travis, thank you very
I'm
much.
gonna be here like
I
an
wanna
hour.
Bring in constitutional attorney and Fox News contributor Jonathan Turley now by phone.
Oh, just back in
Jonathan,
May.
break this down for us. What does this mean? What are we likely to see play out?
Well, that's a very good question. This is a judge that has kept people really guessing for a very long time. I described this once as the longest performance of Hamlet in history. We really could not figure out what Merchan was going to do. He's now decided to sentence the president shortly before he is sworn in. Now, one of the things that I've said in the past is that many of the complications that we've been talking about and potential conflicts with the constitutional standards only arise if you impose a sentence that would hold him physically or demand his appearance, things like home confinement or actual sentence to jail. This would be a case where you would not even normally see a sentence for incarceration. So I've always doubted that that would be coming out of this case. So the court may be
What?
looking at this and saying,
Wait, Darren, are you serious? Why on earth does Canada is a Commonwealth country? Canada doesn't need to be a state. That would look really weird. It's North America for a purpose. Canada, United States of America, Mexico, right? And then we got Puerto Rico and Guam as territories. Why on earth would he think that to have a country of almost 40 million to thinking that it should be a 51st state? In my opinion, Puerto Rico should be the 51st state, especially since they're known for being, how can I say this? They go to corruption because of like what happened of the power outage and how they got a lack of resources just because they're, not connected to our country, similar to how Hawaii and Alaska is, which is why we have to import goods, not goods. Goods, right? That tend to be expensive. Puerto Rico should be a 51st state. That way that they basically have the same rights just as us Americans do. I'm not sure much about Donald Trump here. But you know what? He's a hypocrite because seeing that, okay, he's supposed to make this country great when clearly he's already starting off horrible year so far. And I don't know what the hell is going on with this. See, this is why I don't care about politics because I don't know what I'm talking about. Honestly, I'm just speaking up random stuff because I don't know. Donald Trump is something else, isn't he? Mm-hmm. I'm back. Sorry about that. What do you mind? Let's brew it by adding barbecue sauce and then a few pieces of crackers. So, right? Dumbbell, tell me about it. I know exactly what you mean. I'm the same way. I don't like politics, but at the same time, I want to know about it so I can know what's happening in the country. Exactly, Dumbbell. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Actually, it should be encouraged. Oh, damn it. Oh, good. Okay, I thought it'd actually be out again. In other words, he wants America to take over Canada. That's dumb. I think that's way too much. You know, it doesn't make any damn sense. Why he think that's a good idea? I don't support it. Or 52nd to pick up water. And, oh God, no. Honestly, Quebec, it's fine the way it is. Quebec doesn't need to be its own state. In fact, I want to have Quebec to stay with Canada as it is because it is part of Canada. Yeah, they may speak French, but it's still part of Canada. I mean, it's just like my state, you know, or New Mexico. We may speak Spanish quite often, but doesn't mean that we're not states, you know? Or heck, look at Hawaii and Alaska. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. At least he'll make the United States even more big and yeah, with the limits that can compete with Russia. True, though. I just don't see a war happening, honestly. It would have happened eons ago. Oh, yeah. Pudding. I call him pudding. I don't know why.
Trigger any constitutional problems because I'm going to hand down a sentence that's not going to bind him in any way or interfere with his carrying out his duty. The one thing that I have to say, if you put a positive spin on, is the worst option is the one suggested by Brad, that you should just suspend the sentence and keep the president as pending sentencing for 4 years. That was a perfectly horrific idea that's been pushed by many. And I think that many people...
What?
We've got less than 30 seconds left in the show, but I want to ask you, is there any... What do you expect the Trump team to do in response?
Why does he want Greenland? Greenland is part of Denmark.
I think they're going to have a lot of appealing this. I think the appellate court's going to want to see what he rules. Because if he comes down with a sentence that doesn't bind the president, then a lot of the constitutional problems fade away.
I don't tolerate that. I mean, really? And not to mention, I always thought Greenland's a country. I see it as a country because they got their own language, they got their own flag. Even though Guam and Puerto Rico does. I just think that's way too much. Not to mention, there's only like around 66,000 people that live in the country or territory. So it doesn't make any sense. That's ridiculous. Honestly.
Here we are on January 1, and here we go again. It didn't take long for the woke to bring in the new year and make their presence felt. In fact, the public broadcaster...
I gotta hear what's going on in Down Under. I gotta hear this. I'm Chippewa, so that's a native tribe. I don't care what color your skin is. We are one nation under God here in America. That's the way it should be in any country, right? So this person's Native American, huh? Nice. Innocent man dead after cops said, oh, I gotta check that out. Social media trend encourages young people to buy less? Well, good. Anyway.
Wait until midnight to serve up a plate of propaganda,
Yeah.
racially charged fireworks, and of course, a side of welcome to country. For another year running, the ABC and the City of Sydney made the 9 p.m. fireworks event not a celebration of Australia for all Australians or even for the year ahead. Instead, it was an event to recognise Aboriginal culture.
What?
Favorite topic.
Wait, what?
This is one of the most anticipated events on the calendar every year in Sydney. Millions tune in from around the world to see the show Australia puts on. Well, the show was a sham,
Huh?
conducted in Aboriginal activism from start to end. And of course, we are funding it. Now, I don't have a problem with Aboriginal culture being included, but the whole thing, I mean, the mind boggles that despite the fact 60% of us voted no to this division, no to being separated by the colour of our skin, the ABC continues to peddle its weird and wacky woke nonsense. And bear in mind that this is actually supposed to be a family-friendly event at 9 p.m. for children. Yet it turned into an indoctrination. Hosts Charlie Pickering and Zan Rowe started the broadcast with this.
We see in the new year live from around the world, good start. From the world famous Sydney Opera House on Gadigal country.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't live on Gadigal country. I live in Australia. Then there was a welcome to country with a reminder.
Welcome to Gadigal country. This always will be Aboriginal land.
Oh,
And just in case you missed it, in strolls Sydney Lord Mayor Clover Moore.
Hello everyone and welcome to Sydney's fabulous New Year's Eve celebrations here on Gadigal and nearby lands.
oh, bloody hell.
Calculation, that's 3 welcomes to Gadigal land on the Gadigal Sydney Harbour
What the
Bridge
hell's gotta
in
go?
the first 3 minutes of broadcast. Surely that's got to be enough. No.
Mm-hmm.
If you look closely, the Sydney Harbour Bridge was lit up with black, red and yellow spotlights, the colours of the Indigenous flag. The first show of the night was themed Calling Country, celebrating the sky, land and sea by Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander artists. It was accompanied by...
That's smart. Are you serious? Wait. Okay, I try to understand what's going on. We voted 60-40 to not divide the country. Why the hell should Australia be divided? Wait, I try to understand what's going on here. I'm so dumb. So Australia has been acknowledging that the Aborigines are the First Nation, but the Aboriginal people didn't build the... That's true, they have not. Hold on. Oh, I get it. Okay, I understand it. Wait, as someone from someone that's not Australian, I know it's like firsthand to have everything shoved down your throat to make you want to care, and it does the complete opposite. So basically, what they're trying to say is that Australia, right? They do have Native Americans, but it's their own version, which is Aborigines. And what is really wrong with this, right? Is that they're kind of pushing their Aussies citizens that, oh, you know what? It should be a different name for the country because this is supposed to be Aborigines, even though they didn't take over this country. It's hard to explain it, right? Just like how Native Americans didn't take over this country, even though they should be respected as such. There has been incidents, right? I know I made videos about this a long time ago, but people didn't care to view it. That Aussies, that's what they're called as well, they had issues with some Aborigines, right? That are known for being really abusive. And like this, like some Native Americans out here, I know by experience, right? I feel awful for them, but they shouldn't be acting the way they should be acting. And basically, Aussies do not like how they're being pressured just to like obey their rules or whatever, just because of their culture and whatnot. And that's what this news anchor woman was explaining about. So I'm still a little confused though, but I'm starting to learn more about this. I didn't know that.
A lecture on the history of Barangaroo.
I'm about to tell you the most amazing story you've never heard. Barangaroo was a leader
Who?
of the Aboriginal clan of the Eora Nation. the traditional custodians of the lands along the northern shores of the Sydney Harbour.
Nice of our tooth you got there.
I think of Barangaroo. I think of strength, of spirit, of culture, of love for our land and our people.
And to top it off, an Aboriginal rapper by the name of Nookie then spoke about acknowledgement and performed. But get this, it went over time. And so the 9 p.m. fireworks started midway through the performance. The ABC and City of Sydney had one job, to get the broadcast timed correct so that the 9 p.m. fireworks could be broadcast from the start, so that the kids could see it before they go to bed. But their propaganda ceremony ran over. A big Happy New Year's, everyone, and Happy New Year's, kids from the ABC. Always reliable, always has your back, and always determined to ruin New Year's. It wasn't a celebration. It may as well have been a 30-minute welcome to country. The message this sends is that if you are not Indigenous, you're the enemy or you're the problem. When you are constantly dividing people based on race, it actually sets back efforts to improve the lives of Aboriginal people.
Are you serious?
And this is why the culture wars matter. Because this next generation is being brainwashed into feeling bad about being a proud Australian.
So basically, like, Dama, you're white, right? It's like my race wants people to like your race, right? That, oh, you know what? You took over our land. Or you made us slaves. So white people have to pay for it. Which is complete prickly crud, because as someone that's mixed black himself, I don't like how some blacks act, because, oh, you know, like, even though there are, like, awful officers or whatever, but the thing is, what I do see in some, like, police videos is the way that the blacks act and always have to victimize themselves. So, oh, you know what, you're racist when they basically assault an officer. No, you're not. You basically are a damn criminal. Not because your skin color, it's because you're a criminal, you know? And that's basically what this news anchor woman is saying here, because these Aborigines, I'm sorry, but like it's like, I mean, it's just so dumb. Like, just because, oh, if you're white and you're an Aussie, it's your mistake that you're white. Because, oh, you should feel bad that your race took over our land. Something like that, right? As though the ones that are born today or around our ages is our mistake for what has happened back then. It's the same way for, let's just say, I wonder where there went, of what the Jews have went through during the Holocaust. Yes, it's tragic that motherfucker Hitler, or mothermucker, we'll have to call him that. Well, no, that's my name. The motherfucker Hitler would kill millions of innocent Jews. It doesn't give the human right for Jews to this day, or at least from Israel, to basically bomb on Palestine and having the Hamas and the IDF to kill many innocent children because of how the Gaza Strip is like 40% children because, oh, what they did in the past, because, oh, our land is stolen. You got a lot of land. Okay? You got plenty of land. Bull, prickly crud. Yeah, people wonder why, like me, I love Jews, but not Israel. Absolutely not. I don't like how the way that they treated Palestinians. I'm sorry, but I don't. You know, that's basically like the message. Oh, you were listening there? No problem. Oh, I'm glad you were. Oh, you were saying, but that means. I mean, I don't mind if you say anything, but I'm flattered that you were listening. As a white man, I do feel awful. You shouldn't, Dumbo. You shouldn't. You didn't do anything, okay? Just because of how you're born, you know. But I have nothing to exactly, you know. I mean, hell, I feel awful for whites that have to go through this because of us. Yes, I get it about the, you know, the slavery and what happened to Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks and Alabama Montgomery in the late 1950s because she wants to sit behind the bus alone in the 5th grade. Amazing woman, honestly. I hope her soul's resting out there across the universe, the black universe somewhere. But for how the way blacks are acting today, well, any race, but of what I would see towards blacks, especially as an Arizonan, right? I'm glad that I don't really live like around parts of the Midwest or the Northeast because I know the way, well, maybe around Texas because of that damn streamer. I don't want to be around blacks like that. I don't know why, especially the ones that say the N-word. I do not like it. I mean, I don't know why they like saying it so much. I think it's just weird. That's just my opinion. You know, because I get Arizona mannerisms. It's not my mistake. I didn't grow up in Atlanta and loving hip-hop. I don't like hip-hop. I'm not a fan. I like animes. I like R&B and classical and 80s music. You know? Doesn't make me less of a black person for that. They did treat Palestine like shit. Absolutely, Dumbo. Absolutely.
Responsible for the stolen generation. Let children have fun. Let kids be kids. Let them enjoy the fireworks and leave politics out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're at home in Melbourne watching Channel 9's coverage, I wouldn't blame you if you too were a bit confused. Here is the City of Melbourne's fireworks with a side of multicultural messaging. Now, given almost 70% of Victoria...
Wait, what? Wait, what? Why is this in Arabic? What? Am I missing something here?
Now, given almost 70% of Victoria's population speaks English only, why has what appears to be Arabic popped up on the screen? Who are they trying to appease? Because this is Australia.
Yep, they speak English. The Aussies speak English, mates. Seriously, even though it's only 70%, English is still the official language.
We live in Australia, but do they know that? And the scary part is, it's only day one.
So basically what? You must as well change the damn weather while you're at it. Because all the damn smoke and pollution that we've basically been having because of the guns and whatnot. You know, I don't think us human beings can change the weather. You know, it's possible because of global warming and whatnot. Basically, what she's trying to say... All right, I'm going to stare at the wall so that the weather could change. So basically, Dumbo and Darren, what she's saying is that it's only been 3 days, going on 4, right? That throughout the globe, from what we've been seeing, it could be... Oh, boy. Palestine's not involved with this. I know they're not. Terrorism, right? Like what happened in New Orleans because a man had an ISIS flag. Because, well, clearly he is a Muslim or Arab, even though he's born and raised here. He's still Arab, so I can probably see why. Just by a terroristic threat. And then what the hell happened in New York? And then don't get me started with Germany. You know? Of like what, last week or something? Or 2 weeks ago? that people keep bringing up about on Reddit, basically, I think I can see why that laws have been changing a bit. Yeah, I barely know any Arabic myself, honestly. I'm glad breaking up the stereotypes of how blacks are used to portrayed. Exactly, Darren. Basically, I looked up in Switzerland. There's a law, and I support it. Okay, as much as I love Muslims, absolutely. You can get a damn what it did. It was like a 3,000 fine gun. It has to be. Anyway, Yan, I'm not sure what you're here for. I'm just talking about something really crucially, so no troll at the moment here. I know that's him. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. It's like if I'm in assembly. The thing is, in Switzerland, they passed this bill, right, or this law. It's like an anti-Islamic law, right? That if you wear a burqa, you can get fined a few grand. Because there was this awful, I'm going to remember that name, the civil rights lawyer. His videos are amazing because he just posted, right there. The thing is, in Europe, they're known for having a lot of, let's just say, Islamic issues, right? And basically, I'm going to explain this. Oh dear. The thing is, a lot of Europeans do not like the idea, and I don't blame them, especially in Denmark, right? Like what's going on in Australia, that Muslims thinking it's okay to push their beliefs on the Europeans. You can't be doing that. It's like if I want to go to Nepal or Vietnam, and you gotta be Christian, you gotta go to hell. It's like that. You can't be doing that to another country. I can see why. Well, Donald Trump is a fucking bitch. Pardon my language. It is good that he had the wall being built because of how they are illegal immigrants that would make this country more chaotic because of the increased crime rate and how they hear about papers and then we'd be struggling drugs, especially in my city of how we're known for having a fentanyl problem, aka blues. It's like that. And people need to know, you can't just do whatever you want in another country. If I would be visiting Nepal, I'd be respecting them. Especially in India, since I love or really interested in the Hindu religion, I'm not going to disrespect them because they worship cows. That's their belief. They're not hurting anyone. It's like that. It doesn't make any sense how, you can do whatever you want. No, you can't do that. Honestly. Hell, if I visit another country that doesn't speak English, I'm going to do my best to study that language. Even if I can't study it, like at least being respectful, right? That's how Australia is acting. Similar to the Europeans because of how Muslims have not been treating not this country, but let's just say in Germany, France, hell, Belgium for that matter. And I've heard some awful incidents, not only that, of why crime rates have been going up. In some places, I looked this up, that in Belgium, I'm thinking when it comes to like gay men, they would get killed. I think I heard some underage teens, 16 and 17, thinking it's okay to beat a man to death just because he's gay in one of the gayest countries on earth. The one, I think they're the first one to allow gay marriage, the Netherlands, or I think it might be Denmark, because he likes men. So they killed him. Because apparently, most likely, they may be Muslim. Because, they're taught that, I'm sorry for Muslims out there, but you need to get a grip of yourself here. Your Allah maybe of damn the P word, right? I'm sorry. So I've heard. I know Buddhists, oh God, don't get me started on how bad Buddhists can be. But of how it's okay to marry a 9-year-old and yet you want to kill a man that loves other men? I don't get it. I don't. I really don't. I seriously don't. I can see why people say, oh, it's the religion of shit. Sorry, a little harsh. Look at Casey. That girl I used to hang out with. She wants to call herself a Muslim. Yet she wants to show her belly in front of other men. Sleeping with them. Getting pregnant. I think she did get pregnant. Not that she's being all touchy. Muslim women don't act like that. And that's why I respect Muslims so much. I don't even like to take my shirt off. Hell no. I like to keep myself covered. Thank you very much. It's ironic. You know, it's fucking hypocritical. Just because you follow religion, it doesn't make you a harder than... No, take off the damn ring because you don't deserve it. Yeah, I can see why they call it the halo effect. Because it's like hot people. Yeah, they may be hot, but goddamn, they could be fucking rapists or abusing their fucking girlfriends. Honestly, husbands, especially. That's why some attractive people get on my weird nerves. Like, I don't care if you're attracted, you're probably a fucking damn devil yourself. Yeah, they'll probably say, damn, you should be. I could judge her for the hell I want. I get judged. You know, I could do as I please. As long as I don't make fun of them. And by the way, if this popped up in my suggestions, right? You're not going to believe this. I found the filming guy roasting different countries. I thought I could share this because this is so accurate. Not Matt Groening, Seth Green, he predicted it. So when your country not famous enough to get roasted by filming guy, as a German, I'm most offended by inaccuracy. Czechoslovakia was invaded before Poland, not after. Armenian guy offering food the moment you're on their property. Really? Armenians are like that? Really? Let me share this very quick.
Tonight to get back at our Armenian neighbors. Hey, looks like a fun party. Hey, listen, it's 2 in the morning. When is your 5-year-old gonna go to sleep?
Soon, very soon. You want weird food wrapped in weird leaves?
Yeah, look, I'm guessing there's some kind of soccer match from your home country going on, and I get that, I do, but some of us are trying to sleep, and I can almost deal with the noise, but it's the cologne. All right, I can smell it in my bed, and I live 2 houses from here. That's how powerful it is. Okay? That's how powerful it is.
You like it?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Missing that Australian guy's marriage to his catamaran.
Didgeridoo, you take this boat to be your wife. Didgeridoo. And now, if there are any spies, I object to this marriage. They speak now. Forever hold your peace. Go get them, mate.
Oh, that is so accurate. Because the thing is, Australia... or Aussie land, if I could call it that, is known for having big-ass spiders. That's accurate. I used to talk to a lot of Aussies. Amazing people. When I used to do the soap operas, right? Australians are really sweet people. Honestly. Yeah, dumbbell, if you talk about women, they don't show skin. Now, men, of course, they do because they don't have to basically dress a certain way because... women are seen as the inferior sex. I do not know why. And women cannot show any skin because if they do, it will have other men distracting them from their husbands. And that is considered as haram, right? It means like a sin. So it means it's really bad. At least so I've heard. And the Muslims I met in the past. Wait, who the hell is Brian Mullins? Oh, yeah, seem realistic enough. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, not that you're just one of those weirdos that, you know, want to keep bothering me. That's all. Oh, okay. I thought you were someone else. All right. It's all right. Hello, Yen? Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I'm sorry. You know, this is why. Oh, I hate when people get the same names. It's a struggle. I'm sorry about that. I believe that you were him, honestly. Because it says Yen Yen. I thought Yen Tun wanted to sneak in. That's all. But yeah, you're not being a pain. Because Yen Tun, you had an awful grammar. So they went after someone I'm friends with by threatening them and stuff. I was also called in to do. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's right. I understand. You see, this is why I like to stay away from other YouTubers or whatever, or people, because I have my fair share of that. Especially since I made up with one large YouTuber, even though he never emailed me back. He thought it's for the best. So that's why I'm just independent, you know, with Darren and yeah. I was shocked as my right. I know. Yang. I think like Yang. Like that's a cool name though. You should call it Yang Yang. I don't know why. You serious? I thought. And yet she was on my live stream and oh god. See, this is why I don't like to collab with people. It's always this. Oh, why can't people just stop already? My glove. I seriously don't get it. Oh, golly.
Okay, story. This is
that is the most Australian thing I've ever seen. Oh, here's Belarus.
That Belarusian children book called Good Night Moon of Chernobyl.
So she's Belarusian, huh?
Good Night Chernobyl Moon. Good Night Radiation House. Good Night Melted Phone. Good Night Glowing Milk. Good Night Bleeding Grandpa's Eyes. Good Night Two-Headed Cat. Good Night Nobody. Good Night Blocks and Blocks and Blocks of Nobody.
I love how Stevie's like face expression changes.
Eyes. Good Night Two-Headed Cat. Good Night Nobody. Good Night Blocks and Blocks and Blocks of Nobody. The end. Next book. Everybody Poops. Blood.
Now, Chris, this is Brazil before the invention of the soccer ball.
That is so dumb.
Oh, hey there. You having some car troubles, eh?
Yeah, we're trying to get to the North Pole. I don't suppose you're from AAA, are you? Ooh, AAA, you know? AAA.
Oh, AAA.
Oh my god, I love the Canadian one. Oh, Darren, you're gonna love this. Oh wait, no. I want to watch that one. Yeah, the China one. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh gosh, Cuba.
I grew up working in the tobacco fields outside of Havana. That's where I learned to play baseball. Our mitts were made of cigars. Some of them still going.
All right, I caught it.
Stupid.
At night, I drove a cab. We all had to drive huge cars there. I was just a regular young man wearing pants that went above my belly button.
Pull your pants up.
It is up, ma'am. Stupid.
When I was 9, my father took me to my first baseball game.
And yet, Cubans are like my skin color, so that's accurate. The Denmark one was hilarious. The Egyptian was really good, because I do prefer the older seasons. The English one was hilarious. Ethiopia and Fiji. Let's see, France. The Germany one was hilarious. Liechtenstein. Wait, what about Haiti?
If they want to make me into a monster like those people, we'll give them a monster. Like when Godzilla attacked Haiti.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because of the earthquake that they had. Over what? Damn, it was 14 years ago.
Indy.
Oh, okay, so this person works. Yeah, no plumbing in yet. Thank you so much for stepping by. I'm just glad that you're an actual person, you know? Pardon me for that. Yeah, we definitely need to have a big talk for sure. Yeah, right there in the Super Nanny. The Canadian clip is hilarious, isn't it, Dumbbell? Or funny. Oh, good. Good. That's sweet of you to do that, Darren. It is messed up, isn't it?
Yeah, the most spiritual country in the world.
No, this is accurate because the parts of India, it is like this. This is totally true.
God is not here.
God is, well, somewhere. Oh, God, not the Irish one. Oh, that one made me so disturbed. And I love Ireland. Yeah, Israel. Oh, speaking of Israel.
Jerusalem. Well, we'll have to keep looking. Oh, here's our bus to the airport.
Yeah, I can see that. Pretty accurate.
That was super loud.
Hey, Peter, what's your rush? I got the most beautiful woman in the world at home, and I have no one to keep her waiting. Hey, Vincenzo, play me a tune, huh? Oh, Vincenzo.
Oh, they're back. Hold on. Hush, mamas. All right, false alarm, and I got to clean up their poop. After this video, I'll go clean up their poopies. All right, it's just Bella just heard a car. Oh yeah, I know the Latvia one, the shoes. What else? Mexico?
But you know, I'm very skeptical about this whole thing.
Oh, that's okay. Listen, I was skeptical about traveling to Mexico.
Hmm.
I took one step outside the resort.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate because of the cartels. Yep. Wait, there's still child labor in China, only sweatshops. Ah, dispatches can be designed as a person in a wheelchair being whipped by the boss while working in a factory. Oh, okay.
Channel 5 News anchor Tom Tucker has a meltdown at a local comedy club.
Look at you fat, gross Moroccans with your ooga booga foods. I don't even know why.
What?
The mountains look like
Nepal.
You just call a country nipples. What about
Nepal.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep.
Shocker.
Because of the Himalayas. It makes perfect sense.
No, wait, let me get this.
Nigeria?
None of you guys has ever heard of Bono? He says he knows you.
Daddy, what the hell are you doing? You threw Peter in jail?
Hey, pumpkin, welcome. Whatever you do, don't tell them you have a clitoris.
Yeah, they told me that at the embassy.
What?
Look, this is gonna sound racist, but stop. No, hear me out. It's just stop. All I'm saying is stop. It's just stop. Norwegians can't dance.
They can't?
It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
Huh. Really?
It is clearly he has not seen me dance around the Skansen tree on Chilafton for true, yeah?
Yeah, we can do hopping like lutefisk in the almond pot.
Family Guy. We Googled Norway for this joke.
Oh, God, not the Pecker so on.
China bombed the Eiffel Tower. Look at this note I sent off.
All right, no problem, dumbbell. So, Darren, you're going to be the only one here with me for prep for like a half hour. What? It's called Unicorn? And apparently she now wants a Discord server? Princess. You mean the font? Well, that's a silly. Huh. That's crazy.
No, India.
See what happens.
Yep, I could see that. India and Pakistan do not like each other, sadly.
They did not need much.
No, they don't.
It's worthless. Like my Palestinian alarm clock.
Oh, boy. Seriously? Well, at least Palestinians not like that.
Dribble, 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 talking shirt. Give to my friend. Spin on finger. 2 rotations. Dream about window. Put away basketball. Go to work in calcium mine.
Man, Russia has the hottest and ugliest women in the world. All 10
That's true.
ones. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I'm a whoa. Come on, let's head home before Stewie gets hurt, like Fozzie Bear when he went to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Darren, you don't have to. Don't worry about it. Honestly. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Especially if she said that she supports me, you know. I could care less what people do on Discord. Like, I mean, that incident that happened with me with other people, whatever. You know, that was dealt with a long time ago. Like, she could do what the hell she wants as long as she does it. At least she basically, if she does come on here to tell us, you know, about why she harassed Yen. But she probably won't be here for a while.
Yeah. It's good to worship Allah because I used to worship Sama. Waka waka. I once knew a guy who was so Arab.
How Arab was he?
It was so Arab that everybody liked him, and there was nothing funny about him at all.
What the hell's up with Scotland?
Oh, Matthew, what are you doing? Don't be hanging around that old man. His crazy inventions are just going to get you into trouble. Oh, don't get you into trouble.
That's true. Darren, I absolutely agree with you. I do.
Laurie, and they just told you it's a time machine. Well, now you're going to go back to the 50s and fuck up your parents' lives, and you know that if you're using your brain, but you're not, are you? You're not using your brain.
Oh, Scotland has a couple.
Oh, don't go into that spaceship, you stupid bastards. Ricardo Montalban's in there.
Oh, this is quite deleted.
He's going to put the boogs in your ears and you're going to go crazy. Oh, don't be stupid, you daft. Oh, there's Ricardo Montalban with his boogs. Oh, you see, he's putting the boogs in your ears and you're going to go crazy and you got no one to blame but yourself because you're not using your brain. Oh, Andy, don't go.
That's true. That's true. But you know what? If she lied about it and she supports, I just don't care. At least I know that Endless a freak. Either way. So I don't know. You know, this us having a friendly conversation on my live streams. That's all I care about. Not all this argument stuff. It's just, especially since my channel is not even seen at the moment. That'd be different if that's the case, but now this should be like laid back.
Oh, get out of there, Wise. Oh, there they are. Now they're going to rape you. Oh, see, that's why I told you to get out of there. Oh, look at you getting raped in your boob. Oh, your boob's going to be sore now. Oh, you're not using your brain.
Yeah, where's Peter?
Oh, he went to get plastic surgery.
He did?
Yeah, Korea's the plastic surgery capital of the world. Nobody here thinks you look good unless you have big round eyes and a tiny
That's
little
true.
chin.
Hi, guys.
Peter, are you all right?
You know what? I feel good. I feel like I want to giggle behind my hand at a lot of things and hold but not eat a big ice cream cone.
Quagmire, what are you doing here? You don't have kids.
Don't be so sure, Brian. I've slept with chicks all over the world. Who knows? I could have kids in their 20s.
¿Dónde demonios estabas? Es más de la 1:30 de la mañana.
Eso no significa que no Giggity puede vivir. Maldito sea Giggity.
A veces me pones furiosa.
No puedo hablar contigo, Giggity, cuando te pongas así. Me voy a ver los toros, Giggity, Giggity, Giggity.
Principal Shepard, we were so surprised to get your call. What's going on?
Mrs. Griffin, Meg, and Chris were caught cheating.
What?
Yes, they had the Lost Boys of the Sudan standing in for them in gym class.
Oh, I get it, because Sudanese are supposed to be tall. Yep.
Nice shot.
Accurate.
This is terrible. What do you think about this, Pete, huh?
Bad. Very bad.
Well, I don't know, you guys. We'll be as out of place there as a black guy in Sweden.
Oh.
Black and Sweden.
Yeah, black and stupid. That was a cute one. Oh, I love that one a lot.
We'll have a happy new life and we'll have equal rights for all. Except blacks, Asians, Hispanics, Jews, gays, women, Muslims, everybody who's not a white man.
Accurate.
White. So no Italians, no Polish. Just people.
But the best way we can untangle the web is, yeah, exactly, Darren. Exactly. Because with all due respect, both of us don't know what the fuck is going on. Exactly, you know? Exactly.
We'll be as out of place there as a black guy in
I like the Sweden one. That's cute.
Black and sipping. Yeah, black and sipping.
I love that
We're
one.
gonna build a new settlement. We'll have a happy new life and we'll have equal rights for all. Except blacks, Asians, Hispanics, Jews, gays, women, Muslims, everybody who's not a white man. And I mean white. So no Italians, no Polish, just people from Ireland, England, and Scotland. But only certain parts of Scotland and Ireland. Just full-blooded whites. No, you know what? Not even whites. Nobody gets any rights. America.
That's accurate. Oh, wow, Seth MacFarlane. You know how to write an episode. That's true, though. That's true. Vatican?
Going to Cleveland's house with someone else living there just seems weird. Like when a new pope moves into the Vatican.
Hi, I don't know who to complain to about this, but I'm still getting XVIII's mail. Yeah, no, he's not here anymore. This is XXIV. Yeah, no, I don't need Newsweek. No, I don't need National Geographic. We'll hang on to Boys Life.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I get it. Oh, I get that one.
Memorial.
Hey, check out that Vietnamese guy giving the business to those Vietnam vets.
Scoreboard! Scoreboard! Oh, what happened to your friend? Hey, I know that guy. I killed him. He cried like a bitch.
Accurate. Yep, it is, isn't it, Darren? It's kind of funny because these are like really stereotypical and mean, but they're true. It's that I think that's what I like about dark humor. Wait, what are the other countries? The China one though. For your country, it was insane about how you can only have like one child. I think even though they changed that law now. And I know you like this one. So basically, Hitler took over what country? Poland and then the Czech Republic? Wait, it's the Czech Republic first and then Poland. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to cut the dog poop before my mother complains when she gets here. All right, had to clear out the dog's mess. Here, I'll let this play in the background.
Oh, here's a pretty flag. Which country is this?
That's the gay flag.
Ah, race.
Yes, well, if they want to make me into a monster like those people, we'll give them a monster. Like when Godzilla attacked Haiti.
Oh my God.
the most spiritual country in the world. God is not here.
Dad, I don't want to be here. I want to be chilling with my homies.
Now, Chris, it's important you learn about your Irish heritage.
Ancient archaeological evidence indicates that Ireland was a much different place before the discovery of alcohol. Most experts believe it was something like this.
Gentlemen, today we, Ireland's top scientists, have found a way to convert our entire population to pure energy.
Hey, Michael McLeod's just invented a new kind of beverage in his basement.
Whiskey. What better place to find God than the birthplace of all of Western civilization's great religions and one really mean one?
I had a feeling this is what this place would be like.
Oh, God, I'm so tired of walking down. Who gets married on it? Get off these big feet.
Elements? What the hell is elements?
Somebody take a picture.
Oh. All right.
Can't believe we didn't find God in Jerusalem.
Well, we'll have to keep looking. Oh, here's our bus to the airport.
Ah, much better. Oh crap, my bad. I got the warning because I played it for too long. Oh, damn, that's right. It's because of Family Guy. Whoops, my bad. I got the same warning again. Whoops. Wait, what video was blocked? Well, at least then I got copyright. I don't know what the hell that is. Blocked globally. And the old war dog. What the hell is that? Yeah, I figured Paramount is strict. Yeah, I don't care. I'll take care of that later if I can. All right. No, it's fine, Darren. It's probably just because of the audio. No big deal. Because this is Family Guy, and plus, like I seen someone else's clip, they're kind of struck with that. It's nothing serious. It'll go away. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, the thing already vanished, but you're fine. I forgot they're kind of struck with that.
Hey, Peter, what's your rush? I got the most beautiful woman in the world at home, and I don't want to keep her waiting. Hey, Vincenzo, play me a tune, huh? But I thought you loved Italy. Italian painting.
Oh, it happened again. Oh, my connection's unstable this time. Oh, my MacBook is so strange.
They're Chinese. Japanese have a whole other thing going on.
Hey, you want to see a movie? No, we're Japanese. Let's go watch a schoolgirls. Yeah! Why they not again, yo? Saxon got feel good. Oh, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing at Griffin's shoe. Why? What's wrong with them? I don't even know what those are. What's Tesla? I'm not sure, but my mom says they're very popular with Latvian athletes.
Wait, they did that for Poland and for Latvia? That's strange. All right, the live stream should be working now. At least they give me a warning, so that's a first. I guess they're kind of shook with, even though there's so many clips all over, though.
I know, it's a great morning, no matter how you slice it.
I don't know what this is, Peter, but we're 4 months behind on our mortgage.
Well, that's all right. It's not like we're short on dough.
I'm taking the kids and I'm staying at my parents' for a while.
That's the yeast of my concerns. Step forward, maggot. Next time, that'll be you. Well, why wasn't it him this time? Oh, I'm so scared. Peter, stop it! Yeah, you're real big when you got that stick, ain't you? Okay, I'll stop now. You got some crystal meth. I figured we could do it together as father and son.
Oh, boy, another crystal meth thing. Anyway, I still want to keep talking about more about my state, right? That's why it's on the title. I wonder who liked the live stream. So I could look up something now since we're talking about, well, at least we were talking about states. This is supposed to be 20 whitest states in the U.S. Wait, what else did he upload it? 10 states that can send. Oh, he changed the thumbnail. Ah, okay. You got everything there, and that's good. But yeah, the live stream is working. You don't need to worry. I guess because this filming guy, even if it's someone else's clip, I'm not sure. Maybe because the idle's too loud, that's a possibility. I'm not entirely sure though.
Back in 2022, we did a video about the whitest states in the U.S. It was followed by videos about all the major races the U.S. has to offer. One of the most common emails.
Wait, hold on.
Races the U.S. has to offer. One of the most common emails I get about these videos are people wondering, what are the next 5? What are the next 10? So they want like 20 of them. So
20, huh?
I'm going to give you a list of the top 20 white
Oh, that's
states.
so mean. How, okay, if these states are white, it means that it's safe to live in. Yeah, they got like 100 likes. Ugh. But I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be dark humor. The states.
We had a few changes since we did that video 2.5 years ago. So here's a totally unbiased list of states with the highest percentage of white people in the U.S. Just to be clear, we're talking about overwhelmingly white populations here.
Right.
So if you're looking for diversity, you might want to take a detour. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 20, Minnesota.
Really?
Welcome to Minnesota, where the weather is as frosty as the people's social skills. With a high rate of the population identifying as white, it's clear.
Yep,
that
their
most-
new flag. I love their flag. The previous, yet again, Minneapolis has more white people than my city does, which is strange. I mean, no, blacks.
Minnesotans love their Scandinavian roots, but they weren't the first Europeans to make it to the land of 10,000 lakes. Like so many states in the Midwest and the South, the first Europeans to really get around Minnesota were fur traders, followed by a whole bunch of Irish dudes, German guys, and English. Followed in the 1850s by a bunch of dudes named Bjorn. And that's sort of where the state takes its identity. I mean, even their major football team in the state is called the Vikings. There are a whole lot of people living in that state with Scandinavian roots. And as we all know, those Scandinavians are about as white as liquid paper, especially back in the 1850s. So if you're into big box stores, ice fishing, and passive-aggressive Midwestern politeness, this is your spot. White folks in Minnesota make up 82.6% of the population.
Wow.
That's about a white population of 5.7 million, according to the
Interesting.
U.S. Census.
Wow, 83%?
ShopRite. For thousands of advertising ingredients and meals.
Minnesota?
Like 6
What was that? Rhode Island, number 19. Rhode Island, huh?
Number 19, Rhode Island. Rhode Island, tiny but mighty. This state clearly has some serious white dominance. Despite being the smallest state in the Union, Rhode Island packs a punch in its own way, with its Italian-American influence thrown in for good measure. But hey, don't let the size fool you. It's still got more people than you'd expect crammed into this little corner of the country. Rhode Island is in New England, so in the early days it was a lot of English, a lot of Irish, a lot of Germans, and Dutch too, for a kicker. The percentage of white folks in Rhode Island is 82.8%, and their whole entire white population
1 million?
makes up 1.1 million residents.
Indiana? Huh. Interesting.
Number 18, Indiana. Indiana, where the corn is plentiful and so are the white folks. This state will give you all the Hoosier hospitality you need. That is like a tongue twister. You may not know it, but I had to say that like 6 times just now. But Indiana, they are very hospitable. So they're nice people. Plus, there's basketball, which is about as white as it gets, right? Maybe not. I was thinking ice hockey when I started to say that. But really, who needs diversity when you got basketball courts everywhere and a whole lot of flat land? 84% of Indiana's population is white, meaning they have about 6.9 million white people living in the state. 17, South Dakota. South Dakota might be famous for Mount Rushmore,
Really?
but let's be honest. It's mostly famous for having a whole lot of white people. The state's population could
Hey, Rhode Island, exactly. That's pretty creative, Darren.
Shirts. And don't get me started on how many times you'll hear "you betcha" in South Dakota.
You betcha?
I met a guy in a military bar one time, and I was talking to him. These African American gentleman, and I asked him where he's from. He said South Dakota. And I was like, really? And he goes, I bet you didn't think there was any black folks up there, did you? I was like, to be honest, I didn't think there was. He's like, yeah, there's like 10 of us. 84.2%
There's like 10 of us?
South Dakota's population identifies white, which means it's about 900,000.
Oregon? Really? Number 16?
16, Oregon. Oregon is home to coffee shops, hiking trails, and an overwhelming white population. The liberal-leaning state is full of people who are deeply committed to their
Oh,
organic
I hear that
and
noise
lifestyles.
again.
But if you look hard enough, you might catch a glimpse of diversity, even if you have to hike up a mountain for hours and hours to find it. Now, this was many years ago, but it kind of paints a picture of, where Oregon was. First of all, in the 1800s, their constitution said this was going to be a white-only state. Yeah, in 1857, Oregon bans both slavery and new black residents to Oregon. It makes it illegal for blacks to own real estate, make contracts, vote, or use the legal system. Not very inviting. Now, obviously, that was close to 200 years ago, but that's how they started. It takes a while for them to catch up. I mean, now in the 70s, when they filmed Animal House down in Eugene, they didn't have enough black folks in the city for a scene they were filming. They had to bust them in from Portland. White folks make up 85.9% of Oregon's population. That's about 4.2
Interesting.
million residents.
Kansas, I'm not surprised.
Number 15, Kansas. In Kansas, you'll find more wheat fields than you could shake a stalk at. Sure, it's flat, but at least the cornfields are wide enough to give you some time to think about your existence as you stare off into the horizon while listening to country music, of course. So the early European settlers in Kansas were, for the most part, from New England. They lived in New England.
Oh, I think my mother's
worked their
here.
way west and ended up in Kansas. After the Civil War, many Central Europeans moved to Kansas for the promise of jobs, building railroads, and free land. 85.9% of Kansas population is white folks, and the white population is 2.9 million residents.
Colorado's that white? Really?
Number 14, Colorado. Colorado, where the mountains are high, the air is thin, and the white
Really? Number 14? Kansas, exactly there.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, stop closing this door this way. You gotta pull this around.
Oh.
All right. Thanks for keeping the pants clean.
You're welcome.
Oh, my room smells.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to open the slide door.
Shower, don't you?
Yeah, well. Also, I did pass some gas because I ate my last burrito. Okay, I lied on that part, the gas part. Oh, Mama's. Oh, that's cute. She's actually playing for toys for once.
Now.
All right. Finally, she's playing. All right. Well,
Blanket.
all right, fine. She's playing with it for the toys. The other ones aren't. It's the gas. It's the burrito. That's why. Huh? What? Hey, what else can I snack on? Well, that's what happens when you eat a lot of fiber. Also, I am out of burritos though. Plus, I ate a little bit of salt. Yeah, I still got some left because I want to eat all of it up. All right.
Oh,
Oh, we got what the heck? Wait. Oh wait, I hope the buddies are not trolls. Rhode Island. Can I pet that dog? They might bite. Wait, where the heck did all these users came from? Hold on. Ow. And someone asked me where my flags. Wait, hold on. First, I gotta turn the TV on. Oh, I think you were here before. I'm not sure who Megan is. Merms, I have my flags. They're actually on top of the one of our dogs' cages that we usually put them in. So I have them. Okay, so it took me so long. Oh, it's this group again. Is that the famous butter? Right. What is black? Darren, I'm curious. Yeah, did we hear it before? I guess because I don't remember. It's so weird they all come here at once. Don't block them though. I'm probably just gonna ignore them, and they probably with this. If they tend to act dumb more, I'm just gonna not respond. Are they? Yeah, hard to tell. I don't have a light. Sorry, I don't. All I have is my closet. I'm too lazy to even turn that on. Anyway, I wanna continue watching that video that Briggs uploaded. It's so interesting. Wait, did one of you come in here? Oh, it's Autumn again. There she is. Mamas. Mamas. Oh, now she is going to leave. Okay. Where was I? I've already been told that. I'm not going to respond. I'm sorry, but I'm not in the mood for it. Megan, who are you? I'm really curious. Oh.
Established a trade route between the Spanish and the Native American settlements. The French claimed part of it in 1682, and then, of course, during the Louisiana Purchase, that's when the United States got a hold of Colorado. Now, that wasn't the entire part of Colorado. Some of Colorado came from the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, which was in 1850, and part of Colorado was actually part of the Republic of Texas at the time. Very interesting stuff if you're into that. If you're not into that, I could just give you a story and say, you know, the United States showed up and it never existed before we got here. We just turned it into a state. But of course, there's a lot more that goes into it. Some people I know didn't even know Colorado existed until the Denver Broncos started playing there. White folks make up 86.2% of Colorado's population. The entire white population of Colorado is 5.9 million residents.
I'm surprised Colorado's that white. That's interesting. North Dakota, number 13.
Number 13, North Dakota. North Dakota, where the population is small, but the percentage of white folks is large. It's a place where you could stare at endless miles
The
of prairie,
Peace
drink
Garden
beer,
State?
and
That's what they're called?
why this place is so
Yet New Jersey is known as the Garden State. Weird.
actually says, don't worry, we're surprised you're here too. You'll love it here if you're into cold weather and really long stretches of nothing. It's the type of state where if your wife leaves you, you have to watch her drive away for like 3 hours.
No, only if it's cartoon related.
North Dakota's population is white folks, and the white population is 783,000 residents.
Especially if I'm doing commentary. Wisconsin's number 12, huh? Interesting. I can see Wisconsin, though.
Wisconsin, land of cheese, beer, and a whole lot of white people. If you enjoy a good bratwurst and don't mind getting your hands sticky with cheese curds, this is
I'm surprised there are hills, though.
In Madison, Wisconsin, years ago, I forget what I'd ordered for food, but I asked him if they had any hot sauce, or I think I asked him what kind of hot sauce.
I don't know who that is.
Looked at me and said, "What's hot sauce?" She was joking, but it's not something a lot of people use in Wisconsin. It seems like.
Interesting.
Not discrediting the hot sauce scene.
Well, I'm not into women, but okay.
Wisconsin. 86.6% of Wisconsin's population.
I would date Inaki. So anyway.
Same as North Dakota. The white population in Wisconsin is 5.9 million residents.
Kentucky, number 11, huh? Oh, we're not even in the top 10 yet.
Number 11, Kentucky. Kentucky, home to bourbon, horse racing, and millions of white people. If you're a fan of mint juleps, bluegrass music, and keeping things as simple as possible, this state's got your back. And while you're here, don't forget to enjoy the real Kentucky experience, talking about basketball while you sip whiskey. 86.9% of Kentucky's population is white, and the white population is...
I don't know what Rainbow Bright is. Nebraska? Nope.
In Nebraska.
I don't do shout outs.
Not be the first place you think when you're planning your vacation, but if you're in a vast plains and an overwhelming number of white people, it could be the spot for you. It's one of those places where everything is just, well, flat and boring. Now, I'm not saying there isn't anything to do in this state, but I do know that the state's top 10 places to visit includes a gas station. Traffic in Nebraska usually includes a couple tractors. White folks make up 87.5% of Nebraska's population. That's about 2.1 million people.
Yeah, I don't hear much from Nebraska, which is really interesting. Yeah. Darren, are you here? I'm sorry, I just don't feel like responding. I don't know why. Montana.
Montana's where the...
I know Vermont and New Hampshire needs to be on there.
They have more hermits per capita than any other state in the union. This is a state that's perfect for those who want to get away from it all and pretend to be a cowboy for a weekend or a year, however long you want to do it. They'll let you. If you enjoy wide open spaces and a lack of neighbors, then Montana's your place. Just be ready to meet a lot of folks that were born in the wrong century. In the last 3 years, Montana has jumped 1.2% in the percentage of white people they have making up their population.
Huh.
Right now, 88.7%
That's
of their
interesting.
population is white, and the white population is about 1.1 million residents.
Hey, welcome back, Dumbbell. You don't need to block them. Just don't respond. Iowa.
Iowa, the land of cornfield, and you guessed it, a lot of white people. It's a state that gives off major peaceful small town energy, where everyone knows everyone else's business. You won't find much excitement in Iowa, a lot like Nebraska and Kansas, but you will find plenty of people that wave at you from their front yard, and they will be white more often than not. The first American settlers to move to Iowa in 18...
You still here, Darren? That's good.
From Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Indiana, and Kentucky.
Yeah, you didn't miss
They
much.
settled along the Mississippi River. Right around that time, the Mississippi River was a major corridor for trade. I mean, in reality, it still kind of is. Has anyone out there taken one of those river cruises up the Mississippi? I don't know if I'm going to do that. It seems a little too boring. 89.8% of Iowa's population is white folks. That's about 3.2 million residents.
Well, that's the video. It's about the white states. It's interesting.
Now, this was a change from the last time we did this video.
Yeah, I know Utah's mostly
Iowa
white.
was at number 7, and Utah was at number
Oh,
8.
he actually
Utah
updated
gained
the
a little
flag.
white votes, while Iowa lost some. Utah, where Mormons thrive, and 9 out of 10 people are white. With its snow-capped mountains and almost eerie sense of purity in the air, it's the perfect place for anyone who's really into outdoor activities.
Are they really known for bees in that state?
The real charm of Utah is that it's all about family values and maybe a few too many polygamous jokes. Honestly, that's the most worn-out joke there is in the world, next to dating your cousin in Arkansas. The first Europeans to arrive in Utah were actually the Spanish in the mid-16th century. Now, the first non-indigenous people to permanently settle Utah were the Mormons, led by Brigham Young. They established Salt Lake City in 1847. The Mormons were fleeing persecution and marginalization in the United States and traveled to Utah via the Mormon Trail. They did it by wagon train, just like everyone that came out west back in the day. The only difference was most people were heading to California and Oregon and Washington. The Mormons, I guess, got tired after going through the Rockies and said, close enough. As time went on, they had other Europeans that moved into the towns and cities that were springing up. A lot of them weren't up for living on the prairie or in the desert. They moved to the cities and towns. 90% of Utah's population
Really?
is white. That's about 3.4 million white people living in Utah.
So 90% even. Wyoming number 6. So New Hampshire, Vermont should be the top 2. Maybe
Number
Maine
6, Wyoming.
would be the top
Yes,
3.
Wyoming sits right where it did in the last video. I still think there's a surge that's going to happen in Wyoming in the next handful of years. And when I say a surge, they might grow by 20,000 people in 5 or 10 years. I mean, they're averaging a growth of about 10,000 every 10 years. So
No, that's
we'll see
not
how that
much.
pans out. I just think it has a
That's
lot
it?
to offer. It's affordable. It's a beautiful state, and it's got a lot of open spaces. And eventually, America's going to discover Wyoming. The locals
They're just
will
acting
find it. In
dumb.
Wyoming, it's
That's
good, but
all.
if you're looking for diversity, you might as well look elsewhere because Wyoming doesn't have it. But hey, the state's got some serious charm. Wide open spaces, cattle ranches, and just the right amount of frontier spirit. Biggest challenge? Finding another person on a lonely stretch of highway. This is another state that's very popular with people that just want to get away from people. Got a big population of hermits. 92.3% of Wyoming's population is white, and that's up a little over 1% from the last video. And their white population, about 584,000 residents.
Wait, Idaho's in the top 5? Really? Interesting.
Number 5, Idaho. Idaho, where the potatoes are abundant and the white people, well, are abundant as well.
Really?
It's a state where being local means knowing the best spots to buy fresh potatoes
Huh.
and avoiding eye contact.
I thought they got like a
with anyone
high
who doesn't look like you.
Hispanic
It's also
population.
a state that loves the outdoors, which means you could be alone in the wild and think how much you fit in here. Idaho's been one of the more popular states to move to over the last decade and a half, and it surprises me that they haven't gained much diversity. I guess it's only catching on with certain types of folks. White folks make up 92.6% of Idaho's population. That's
Huh.
about 2.2 million people.
New Hampshire, yep. I had a feeling.
Number 4, New Hampshire. New Hampshire, a place where people enjoy their quiet and small town life. It's like Vermont's quieter, more reserved cousin. They both like skiing, hiking, and being left alone. And New Hampshire even manages to throw in a little political independence, making it one of those places where everyone agrees to disagree in a very polite way. Now, they've got an interesting history of who settled the place. They actually tracked it down to some of the people. The first one was Captain John Mason, a London merchant who received a land grant from the Council of New England in 1622. He named the area New Hampshire after his home county in England. Then they had another man named David Thompson. He was a Scotsman who settled near the mouth of the Piscataqua River at a place called Little Harbor, which is now the town of Rye. I mean, all of New England was settled by people from the British Isles for the most part. New Hampshire's population is 92.6% white, making up about 1.4 million residents.
Shit.
Did you know Cheez-It made extra toasty? I did. But did you know that's not
God, I miss eating Cheez-Its.
Oh, no. Drop it. Bad bear. Extra toasty. Want it? Need it. Cheez-It.
Wait, they got extra toasty? Really? I gotta try that. West Virginia. Oh yeah, I forgot about West Virginia. Oh.
That West Virginia has the highest percentage of white residents. It's not the case, and it hasn't been. They're always in the top 5. I mean, this is.
You need to take a shower, no problem.
Decades, but no, they're here at number 3 this year.
Go ahead,
West
Darren.
Virginia's where mountains are as old as time, and the residents always seem to click Caucasian when applying for a job. The state gives off a major rugged individualist vibe, with a healthy dose of we like it just the way it is. If you're looking for Appalachian charm and maybe have a secret desire to live in a log cabin, this is the place for you. I've gone to West Virginia a few times. Their stats are horrible in most cases, but it is a beautiful state with wonderful people. 92.8.
Tell me about it, Dumbbell. Just don't respond. That is so disturbing.
Is white folks. Their white population is
I don't know what H1B is.
1.8 million. Number 2, Vermont. This is one of the first times I've done a video where whatever the subject is, Vermont and New Hampshire aren't right next to each other on the list. West Virginia's between them. Vermont, where the people are more white than the snow, and the percentage of them being white is the percentage of people that own cell phones in the United States.
Look, yeah, of course, like Pokemon.
Organic farmers, and people who are really into maple syrup. If you ever wanted to live in a place that could give you a perfect Instagram picture every time you step outside, Vermont is what you're looking for.
So wait, what's the last state?
The channel. All right, on to number 1.
Maine. So Maine is the whitest.
And number 1, Maine. Surprise, surprise. Maine again is the whitest.
Well,
state.
I don't hear an echo. It's probably your MacBook.
Probably because it's the closest place to where all those Europeans came when they settled the United States. And it is the ultimate state in terms of
Your son, Jupiter.
Maine is undeniably blended.
Man, these are some weird questions.
Lighthouse and lack of any real diversity. If you're into coastal living, crab cakes, and waves of whiteness, this is your paradise. But hey, at least you can look out the ocean and pretend that there's a whole world out there, even if you feel like you're the only one in it. 93.9% of Maine's population identifies as white.
Really?
The white population about 1.4 million.
Wow, 94% of the state is white? That's incredible. You're not surprised, Dumbbell? I can see why. I just hate how people say that, oh, if you basically, what the hell is this? Wait, this video popped up. Dating homophobic guys is stupid by Furley.
It's so stupid, so dumb. Do not do it. Do not do it. And no, this is not one of those, oh, if he's homophobic, that means he's probably gay on the inside.
Nope. No.
I hate when y'all do that. I freaking hate when y'all do that. Like, I'll ask every single man.
I agree with her.
Oh, it's because he's just secretly gay.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
Weird. You're weird. Stop. Yeah, I'm going to continue yelling at you before I continue. I wanted to be hi, guys. Welcome back to the channel. The Girl
Who is this girl, though?
For today's video, I'm going to be yapping about homophobic boyfriend. I don't think you guys understand how much you're shooting yourself in the foot by.
This is such a random topic. Wow, she got 3,000 comments on it. I might need to do a topic about women topics, huh? Who's Zan? Xanderhall? So that's why she got a lot. As a lesbian, I love that you also mentioned the reason why it often seems as if they're fine with. Yeah, that's true. Because it's actually not any better for us either, even though some people believe this gives us privilege. No, because the thing is, women get fetishized. Yeah, exactly. God, I wish I did a video on this. I got a lot of views on it. Who is this girl? Her name is Furley P. She has 7,000 subs. But her video that she did 13 days ago only got 2,000 views on it. YouTube is a strange place. Why is there only one video that goes viral and then the other videos that she does doesn't get seen much? Why do y'all act like rejection is a personal attack? Okay, as someone that basically cannot handle rejection well, oh, I gotta hear this. I don't know what the heck is going on here. I don't know who I should trust on this damn dumbbell. What the hell? I know they're just man. I don't, you know. What? Wait, Am, you were wait. I want to ask you, right? Yeah, I did say that. Why are you here? I'm just curious. For the years, well, I don't really care because I like my time is valuable. I don't know what's going on.
People just like can't handle rejection and they start to act like super weird afterwards, or like they have to hate themselves, or they have to hate other person, or like the things they say about the other person. It's the whole like, oh my god, like we need to go as a society, we need to go. But before you even continue, are you feeling this? Are you feeling this connection we have right now? You know what this connection is telling you? It's telling you that you should like. It's telling you that you should comment how much you love this video. It's telling you that you should subscribe to this channel. Ring the notification bell because you already know you're going to love it. We're gonna, you know, I literally can sense it for you. I sense you're going to fall in love with me in this video. And so I'm just letting you know right now, get the subscribing out of the way. You know, just get it out. It's a hassle to have to remember it later. I'll remind you later, but just in case, just do it now. Okay? I know you're gonna want me in your life forever. So, all right, let's get into it. So now I know there's like a thing where like a lot of people cannot handle rejection, and like the crap that y'all do to prove that you're just like that is like that emotional stability is not there is literally insane. Okay, so okay, well, some of it is just it's just like weird. Okay, yeah, let me. Oh God, there's so much in my brain. I'm gonna try to like get it out in a concise manner. But one, someone rejecting you or someone not liking you doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. And it doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. Because I feel like I keep seeing this thing where I guess it's like a way to like to help you cope, where someone will reject you, right? They'll be like, oh, I don't like you. And it's always like,
Don't pay attention, dumbbell.
It's their loss.
Did they know that she doesn't respond to every comment?
It's his loss. It's her loss. And I have to say, no, it's not always.
All right. You know what? I'm sorry, dumbbell. I know this is overwhelming. I'm going to step in here.
Their loss, right? Because sometimes someone is just not that into you. She's like, oh, hi, what's up? Can I have that? Yeah, drink. Do you want to do that? Do you want to get out of here? And it's just like, no thanks. I'm like, I'm okay or whatever. And then this used to always get me. And then it's just like, do you have a girlfriend? It's okay. I won't tell her. It'll be our little secret. And then the guy's just like, no, I don't even have a girlfriend. I'm just not interested. Sorry. And then the girl could be like, what's wrong with you? Are you gay or something? Do you see me? And in situations like that, I will fully, with my entire chest, say, get your head out of your boombox and be freaking humble. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I hate that. I hate that like oh, because like, come on, like you see me, you see how amazing I am, which there's confidence, and I love confidence, especially when it comes from women, because I know like so much of the world constantly tries to put us down and wants to make us think, like wants to make us hate ourselves, and think that we're ugly, or think that we're too much, or think that we should conform ourselves to be of their standards. So whenever I see a confident woman, I'm like, hey, that's amazing. But when you get confident to the point that you're literally just like, you don't like me? Are you gay? Or this person doesn't like me? She's so stupid, or he's so stupid, or like that they're so stupid, or whatever. Like that's like, do they know who I am? Like that is so freaking annoying. And if you think I'm letting men off the hook for this, no, because guys do this shit so much. And I don't know if there are any guys who watch my videos, but if you are a guy who watches my videos and you're just like, I wonder, like, whenever I go up to a girl and I'm trying to talk to her, why does she always do that lie? Like the lie of like I have a boyfriend or whatever. And I'm trying to talk. Like, why is that? And it's because you mother effers never listen. You never listen. Because for some reason, rejection is like, this is like, you just cannot handle it. I promise you, 90% of the women in your life have had an experience where they probably went to like a gas station or something, and then a guy was just like, hey, like, what's up? Like, hey, like, you look good or whatever. Like, let me get your number or something. He was just like, oh, no, like, I don't think so, whatever. And then all of a sudden, the switch just flips. And they're just like, oh, yeah? What an F you, B? No, F you. F you. You weren't even that cute anyway. You're ugly anyway. You think you're all that? What's wrong with you?